Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. And another heavyweight news and notes mashup video today, starting with Tyson Fury, who has responded to Oleksandr Usyk's recent callouts with his own. As we know that Usyk and Fury are currently negotiating for an undisputed fight. Has been a few negotiation speed wobbles, but it is expected this fight should get made at some point. But Fury saying this is the call out. Usyk, middleweight. I am coming for you. And then a emoji of a rabbit. Hashtag run, rabbit, run. You know who I am, the Gypsy King. There's only ever been one king. Come get some. And now we'll play the clip.
Tyson Fury here, WBC heavyweight #1. You lot world champion. Usyk, calling out Gypsy King, you pathetic little call-outs, Dosser. Rabbit. I'm coming for you, Rabbit. You're getting it, Rabbit. And I tell you what else. I'm going to bust you up real bad, you little middleweight. I'm just going to slap you into a big pile of tattoos, sucker. Come on!
Meanwhile, Tyson Fury has been named as the co-fighter of the year by the WBC. See here on screen. And then you've got this other graphic which shows that he's sharing that honor with Inoue. Jonnie Rice has commented on a potential matchup with Jared Anderson should that be made. So Rice is coming off a TKO 7 win over Guido Vianello, and that was courtesy of a punch causing a cut that stopped the fight in that 7th round. That punch was in the 6th round. Initially the referee was going to call it a headbutt and go to the cards, but sanity prevailed. But of a potential fight with Anderson, which I think I would note, Jonnie Rice is a very good heavyweight, but he's at a certain level, he is a very good gatekeeper. And we've seen him before, once he's gone up against some of the bigger punchers or guys that are with more top-end skills, he does struggle a bit. He has been getting better, he's got more confidence, but I think Jared Anderson, his talent level is next level. But Rice says, I can't stop the way things go. You know what I mean? I've mentioned Jared Anderson countless times. He's outstanding. He does fight incredibly well. And if they had to put me in there against him, then I would have to go to another level of training. That's just a fact, because he's that good. And I definitely got better working with him immediately, just like I got better working with Michael Hunter or F.I.A. Jugba. It's similar to that. I wouldn't do anything on short notice, not even close with him. And Anderson is expected to be out in April. So will Rice be the opponent? He'd basically need to go into a camp now if he was to do so. Jermaine Franklin has commented on speculation. He is now a front runner to face Anthony Joshua for Joshua's 1st of April fight in London. So Franklin saying on social media, I'm ready. Time to give the fans what they want. Two great boxers who want to put the fans' interest first. USA versus UK. Hashtag people's champ versus former champ. And then some more hashtags and adding people. So I think we have to take this fight for what it is. Joshua, coming off 2 high-profile losses to Oleksandr Usyk, is having a tune-up. So I know Franklin doesn't see it in that light, but for him, it's an opportunity, and especially to make some money. And let's face it, he probably got paid decently for fighting Dillian Whyte recently. That was a pretty competitive fight in which he lost. I know some people thought that he won. I mean, on my card, I thought Dillian Whyte shaded it, but it was a good fight, and certainly for those who hadn't seen Franklin, because he'd been very inactive, he went up in the estimation of many. But facing Joshua coming off a loss, does that seem realistic? It's just an open question mark. I mean, I guess anything's on the table. And given that Franklin is not a big hitter, but he is durable, it's got the potential to go some rounds, but I think Anthony Joshua would win it should that fight occur. I mean, I don't mind it, but if you've got other options out there that are being considered, I mean, it's a question mark about what they want to do. I mean, do they want to face a southpaw again? He's just lost to a southpaw twice in a row. Are they going to risk it against anyone who can punch? Gerald Washington's name has been sort of bandied around as well. Malik Scott, his trainer, saying that he's a real option. And as we know, Dempsey McKean had been floated. So I guess we will see. I mean, we just have to keep expectations in check and go, well, it is a comeback. It is not going to be a top 10 or top 15 opponent. None of the names mentioned are in that bracket at this point. Derek Chisora says he wants to face Francis Ngannou in the ring or in the cage. And Francis Ngannou, the former UFC heavyweight champion, has left that promotion now, as I understand. But Chisora says, I'm trying to fight Ngannou. I want to do it in the UFC and boxing. And actually, you've had Dillian Whyte actually following up, calling out Chisora. I will fight you in MMA, Del, at Derek War Chisora. I mean, to be honest, we've seen it in boxing. It ended in a knockout a couple of years ago now. I mean, I wouldn't be interested in watching that in the ring. I mean, it would be an oddity. I mean, Dillian Whyte seems to be chasing paydays at the moment and nothing more. Derek Chisora Ngannou, I mean, is that really viable? I mean, Chisora's calling for it because he know it would be decent money, but he's pretty washed at this point, and his options in terms of top-level opponents that are going to pay him well in the heavyweight division, diminishing by the day. Joyce has signaled that his next fight is coming soon, and he says first sessions in the UK before camp starts in Vegas. Hashtag the Juggernaut. So what is that going to be? Is that a card he will headline, or will this be potentially on the Undisputed card as a co-main event or somewhere on that? I mean, he's got the WBO mandatory at this point, or is there another fight that's out there for him? There's been some speculation, maybe Deontay Wilder could be a possibility, but I guess we'll see in due course. And some other fighters with news coming soon. Jonnie Fishier says fight news is imminent. Decarree Scott on the treadmill here. He is saying the same. Scott coming off a loss to Jonathan Goudry in a very entertaining fight. He gasped badly after a strong start, and that was due to his conditioning. So he's going to need to really put in that work on that treadmill to get that cardio in and his conditioning a little better. And for New Zealand fans, the return of Joseph Parker this weekend. It's a card filler sort of fight against Jack Massey. It's been picked up by one of the local broadcasters in New Zealand. It'll be on Channel 3, but it'll actually be on their app. So little sort of alert that I got here says 8 a.m. New Zealand time. Out free to air. So, you know, I guess if actually those from overseas, if they have VPN, probably can get the 3 Now app and watch it as well. What do you make of it all? Drop a comment loud enough and hit like, hit subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm out.